Polly famously always says, I never use pen and paper. When it comes here, it's not paper with me. Well, it's, you know, the bad weather is not been easy for his business.
Seasons, is that right? Anyway, many thanks indeed, Lisa, for the excellent welcome, especially the coffee and biscuits when we arrived. That made it well worth it. Thank you. And also to meet your headmistress, which was a real pleasure. Thank you for that. The schools taking part, there's 10 schools apart from yourselves. So just to remind ourselves, the Academy, Agora, Belver, BIC, Green Valley, Mallorca International, Montessori and San Cayetano. All of these other teams have already taken part in their preliminary debate. This is the last of them. Welcome, of course, to both teams, and a welcome from Queens to Janet Shorten and Marlon Chetty. And at the back of the room, the two workers there, Ron and Felicitas. Thank you. I would like to take this opportunity, as I do every time, to thank our sponsors, because without them, things would not be possible. So, we're talking about Palma Pictures, which some of you have been before, the MCC, the big new tennis centre in Santa Ponsa, the Mallorca Bulletin, Ticket Travel, the Clínica Juaneda, Imperial Properties, Portals Hills Hotel and Ibex Insurance. Thanks to all of them. Today, the French Lycee, Kenza, Oriana and Eloy, and Queens, the Alexandra, Anna and Daria. Welcome. Our timekeeper is David Tissell. Our jury is, the spokesman lady is Gail Davis, together with Sue Worthington and Hannah Christensen, whom again some of you may have met. The motion today is cyberbullying is a crucial problem facing young people. Cyberbullying is a crucial problem facing young people. After the draw, debating for the motion, Queen's College, voting against the motion, French Lycée. Over to our timekeeper, David. Thank you.
Okay. Good morning, team. Really lovely to see some familiar faces. Good luck this morning, everybody. Just a very quick recap for anyone who doesn't know about the bells. There's a starting bell when you tell me that you're ready. You then have a minute to get into your presentation. A second bell after that minute, after which points of information can be raised by the opposing team. Until the end of the fourth minute, you then have the fifth minute in peace and quiet to summarise. Points of information need to be raised and answered within 15 seconds. And that really is it. The only thing on behalf of the judges, who would just confirm the order in which you're speaking so that their forms work out. So, Queens, who's going first?
I am. Second.
Third.
Okay. And then
For the French Lycée, I will be going first.
I'm second. And third.
Okay. So the first speaker, please. Let me know when you're ready.
Good morning, chairs, judges and spectators. My name is Alexandra. Here are my colleagues Anna and Daria. Today, my team and I are going to be arguing for the motion, cyberbullying is a crucial problem facing young people. I will begin my speech talking about how we are surrounded by technology and social media. Therefore, we are exposed to it constantly. Furthermore, Anna will be talking about how this affects our children. And finally, Daria will be talking about how cyberbullying affects young people's futures. When I wake up, I get my uniform on, my hair done, and my makeup done. So I look put together, presentable, and just well organised. When I get home, it's a completely different story. I get some comfortable clothes on, I get my phone, I sit on the sofa, and I just scroll, and scroll. TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp. We are surrounded by these social media platforms. They dictate how we feel and how we act because they are everywhere. Ding! A notification. You're ugly. No one likes you. Go kill yourself. These are comments a huge amount of young people receive on a daily basis because we are surrounded by social media, we are surrounded by technology, we are surrounded by cyberbullying. Eventually, these drips of cyberbullying turn into a pool of cyberbullying, suicide, insults, and
Point of information.
accept.
There are a lot of apps that can actually control all these messages that arrive, and they can actually block, and you cannot even see them.
Although there are apps which do that, apps, for example, like WhatsApp, they don't control these things. Phone calls, WhatsApp, TikTok, Instagram, unless you manage your privacy settings directly, they don't hide them. So we are exposed to them immediately, and the lasting effects stay with you. So eventually these strips of insults turn into a pool of cyberbullying, and eventually the victim just snaps. On average, 4,500 teenagers commit suicide a year because of cyberbullying. 4,500 teenage deaths, too many for cyberbullying not to be considered a crucial problem. The opposition, the opposing team, will of course try and brush off these 4,500 deaths as small, irrelevant, and they will say there are bigger, more crucial issues out there. But what my team and I are arguing is that cyberbullying is a crucial problem amongst many others, not that it's the most crucial. Of course, the opposition will still try and argue against it. Yet, these 4,500 teenagers didn't get to experience life. They didn't get to experience happiness, love, friendship, which we all get to experience at school. Now tell me, wouldn't you consider cyberbullying to be a crucial problem facing young people? Furthermore, studies show that on average 50% of teenagers are cyberbullies, and the other 50% are the cyberbullies. To put this into perspective, that would be as if I'm saying, me and my team, we're being cyberbullied by the opposing team, who are the cyberbullies. This is a huge, astounding amount for cyberbullying not to be considered a crucial problem facing young people. I would like to now tell you a story, a very personal story. My sister, my little sister. She is my world. She's happy, she's laughing, she's just so light-hearted and cheeky and annoying. But I've missed her so much because she is now sad, depressed, quiet. She no longer laughs, and the house is silent, and I miss my sister. And you're all probably wondering, well, why? One word: cyberbullying. My sister is one of the many victims of cyberbullying, and she is a shadow of her former self. I can see the weight of the insults that she gets getting heavier and heavier on her each day. And I've seen the effects it's had on her both physically and mentally. Anxiety, insomnia, depression, these are only a few of them, and government websites themselves acknowledge this. I just want my sister back. I want my happy, cheeky, annoying sister back, but because of cyberbullying, it's taken her away from me. And judges, if your child, sister, brother, granddaughter, grandson, if they were being cyberbullied and they were a shadow of their former selves, would you consider cyberbullying to be a crucial problem? Thank you for listening.
Give me your sandwich or I'll kick you. Do it now if you don't want to get hurt. I'll count to 3, and if you don't give me your sandwich, I will kick you. 1, 2, 3. Bang! This is what bullying is. It is a crucial problem and has severe physical and psychological impacts. Good morning. My name is Eloy de Nicolas from the Lycée Français of Palma, and today we will argue against the motion that cyberbullying is a crucial problem for young people. Firstly, I will expose the manipulation of cyberbullying figures done by the media and parental control apps. Then, Kenza will explain that cyberbullying exists because of the lack of responsibility and education on the topic. And finally, Oriana will prove that bullying is a larger issue overlapping cyberbullying. Before I begin, let me emphasize that while we do not approve bullying of any kind, we challenge the notion that cyberbullying is a crucial problem for young people. Crucial meaning the most pressing, the most severe, the most dangerous problem people face today.
Point of information. You say crucial is the most dangerous problem we're facing, but crucial doesn't mean necessarily it's the most dangerous. It's just decisive in the failure or success of something. And there are multiple crucial problems, therefore it just doesn't mean that it's most dangerous, just a dangerous problem.
Crucial can also be defined as a very, very, very important problem that we cannot manage right now. So this is what we're talking about, crucial as a very important problem. According to a 2023 report by UNICEF, 1 in 3 children worldwide experience physical bullying.
Point of information.
Sorry, I need to continue right now. Thank you. While cyberbullying affects less than 10% of young people. This disparity alone suggests that other forms of bullying, as well as other challenges such as poverty, education inequality, and mental health issues, far outweigh the cyberbullying crisis that this motion is trying to paint as crucial.
Point of information.
Yes.
You're saying that poverty and other problems are more crucial, but we're not arguing that cyberbullying is the most crucial. We're arguing that it's a crucial problem amongst many others, which may include poverty.
Yes, but you will see as we advance in our debate that we are arguing that cyberbullying is a problem that we need to go to the source of the problem that is bullying. Normally, in most cyberbullying cases, there is bullying and then there's cyberbullying. They're both connected. Take the example of Amanda Todd, a Canadian teenager who took her life after facing online bullying. This tragic case made international headlines, and while it was heartbreaking, we must recognize that Amanda's story, though devastating, was not the common experience. The intensity and gravity of cases like hers lead the public to believe that cyberbullying is an epidemic, when in fact, such extreme cases are isolated. Furthermore, did you know that most cyberbullying figures and studies are done by parental control advertising campaigns? We all know that advertising campaigns aren't always true. In the 1950s, doctors used to say that smoking was good for you when they knew it wasn't. Parental control apps will not hesitate in overstating the importance of cyberbullying to create a sense of urgency and fear among parents. These campaigns often highlight shocking statistics or emotionally charged stories to create a sense of urgency and stress in the parents. By framing the issue as a pervasive threat, these ads may lead parents to believe that their children are constantly in danger online, which can create a sense of anxiety and distrust. Even Kenza's parents have been impacted by these advertising campaigns. She now has a parental control app which controls everything she watches, likes, or even searches. Cyberbullying is not a crucial problem for young people because its consequences are overestimated and overstated by the media and parental control apps who want to manipulate you into buying their app. Let's not participate in this worldwide misinformation campaign. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Chair, judges, spectators, and fellow debaters. Today, I'll be debating for the motion that cyberbullying is a crucial problem facing young people. So, first, I'd like to begin by refuting a point made by Eli. He said, Cyberbullying is a crucial problem. However, cyberbullying is often worse because it extends beyond the school and the internet is permanent, unlike words. This shows that if bullying is a crucial problem, so must cyberbullying. Today, I'll be debating for the motion that cyberbullying is a crucial problem facing young people. Since the beginning of time, when humans ran around in mammoth fur and wrestled with saber-toothed tigers, bullies have existed. Kids, in particular, are prone to take out their anger and frustration on their peers, although it's certainly not limited to them. Whether through physical violence, name-calling, or social exclusion, I can guarantee everyone here has been bullied, has been the bully, or has at least witnessed bullying. But what is it about cyberbullying that makes it so toxic, so twisted, and so venomous for society and the victim at large? Bullying is incredibly harmful already, destroying the self-esteem of kids during crucial years of development. Now, we already know bullying is bad enough, but cyberbullying is upgrading a murderous weapon from a stick to a machine gun. How can an issue not be crucial, as the motion outlines, when real, precious, fragile human lives are on the line? It's impossible. We cannot let kids become collateral damage in a digital battlefield. We are witnessing a silent epidemic stealing our youth's joy.
Point of information.
I accept.
Is it possible that social media overuse rather than cyberbullying specifically is a greater threat to young people's mental health, and we should focus on that more?
Whether it is a greater threat or not, that's not the motion. It is both are crucial problems, but social media enables cyberbullying. The motion states that cyberbullying is a crucial problem facing young people today. I've shown you how devastating this phenomenon is, and now I'll show you why exactly it's a crucial problem. As Alexandra has outlined, crucial means extremely important or necessary. I hope everyone in this audience can agree that preventing the unnecessary suffering of our children is absolutely crucial. How could anyone conclude otherwise? We are losing young lives to cyberbullying. It's a crisis that demands our attention now. But even if I can't appeal to you emotionally, I can certainly do so logically. The children of today are the future of tomorrow, right? Who will treat our sickness? Who will cure our diseases? Who will build our houses? That's right, the children of today. Cyberbullying has, does, and will continue to damage our young people, creating lasting harm to their fragile psyche. As my fellow debater Daria will show us, if a young girl is too worried about avoiding harassment and dealing with the torment of her bullies, how can she study, manage her emotions, and focus on her exams that might allow her to become a doctor, might allow her to save lives? Exactly. Does that not convince you that cyberbullying is a crucial problem facing young people? The evidence has certainly convinced me. We must not let the internet be a bully's playground. That is why I'm for the motion that cyberbullying is a crucial problem facing young people. Thank you.
Yes. Bro, you're so ugly. Just don't post that. Sound familiar? We've all read those kind of comments on TikTok. Some of us might have even posted them. But now, imagine this. Just before posting the comments, a notification appeared saying, "Hold on, you're about to post an offensive message. Are you sure you want to do that?" A recent study on Rethink, an award-winning app that detects online hate before it's posted, found that when teenagers receive such a warning, 93% decide not to post. Why? The prefrontal cortex, which is a part of our brains responsible for decision-making and critical thinking, only fully develops at age 25. This simple intervention cuts the likelihood of cyberbullying from 71% to only 4%. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about a problem being crucial, we must consider whether it is solvable. A crucial problem implies...
Point of information.
Yes?
For example, hunger is solvable and there are preventative measures, but we wouldn't really say that it's not a crucial problem. So even there are, of course, preventative measures for cyberbullying, but they haven't been put in place because I know what you're talking about. But how would you say that it's not crucial when it's not in place? I've never seen it before.
I'll explain this right now. Thank you so much. A crucial problem implies an overwhelming challenge, an immediate threat with no solutions in sight. But cyberbullying, we do have the tools to combat it. Good morning. My name is Kenza Lubir-Magoo, and today I will argue that with proper parental supervision, education, and the establishment of boundaries, the risks of cyberbullying can be greatly minimized. As a result, cyberbullying is not as crucial of a problem as it seems. With apps such as Rethink, cyberbullying can be addressed at the source. Additionally, with AI-powered parental control softwares, yes?
Although there may be preventative apps, not everyone is aware of this, and that's why cyberbullying is still a crucial problem, because teenagers still commit suicide because not everyone has the resources to use these apps or know about them.
Yes, of course, but we are working towards solving this problem. It's not solved already. These apps are being more and more used today. With platforms like Rethink, the issue can be addressed at the source. Additionally, with AI-powered websites, as I said, the risks of cyberbullying can be better mitigated. For instance, my teammate Ariana over here is monitored by a website called Bark, implemented by her parents. Let's say Ariana were to receive a mean comment. You're so ugly. With features like content filtering and activity monitoring, her parents would be automatically notified. They can later block dangerous language and hateful speech and restrict Oriana's access to certain inappropriate apps where she might be more at risk. Moreover, time management features can help reduce screen time, which has been proven to increase the likelihood of exposure to bullying by 60%. With Bark, Oriana's parents can limit the time she spends on each app every day and use bedtime scheduling. This way, cyberbullying can be effectively curtailed. Schools
information.
I'm sorry, I need to continue with my script. Thank you. Schools and governments are also stepping up. In many countries, cyberbullying is now illegal, and schools are required to educate their students on safe online behavior. Students are taught to block, report, and ignore their cyberbullies instead of engaging with them. These are real, I'm sorry, I really need to go on with my script. These are real solutions, actively taking away the impact of cyberbullying. Does this sound like an issue spiraling out of control to you? Absolutely not. In fact, it shows that we are gaining the upper hand. Yes, cyberbullying happens. Yes, cyberbullying is an issue. But we are tackling it effectively, and young people are learning to manage it. In contrast, other issues like drug abuse or the educational gap are far more important. Cyberbullying is not a crucial issue facing young people today because it is solvable. Education, guidance, responsibility. We do have the tools to combat it. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Chair, judges, and spectators. My name is Daria, and today, alongside my fellow colleagues, Anna and Alexandra, we will be arguing for the motion that cyberbullying is a crucial problem facing young people. Before I begin my speech today, I would like to counteract some of the points the other sides have mentioned. 3 facts. Cyberbullying can occur 24/7, it can lead to public humiliation, and it is permanent. The content that we post online can get from one side of the world to the other in less than 1 second. The other side have mentioned that the problem isn't solved already. We are trying to solve it. However, cyberbullying is far from being solved yet, which proves our point that it is in fact crucial. Cyberbullying. This is the most crucial, excuse the pun, word of the entire debate today. Cyberbullying. One word, 13 letters. An unlucky number, you might think. However, cyberbullying has become more than just unlucky, as Anna and Alexandra have previously told you. So today, after having heard our arguments for a solid 10 minutes, your mind already probably starting to wonder at what you're going to have for lunch today, let me tell you something simpler. Let me tell you a story. This is the story of Sarah. Sarah was the typical girl that you would cross in the hallways and immediately admire. She had perfect hair, a great manicure, she was a straight grade A student and did every single possible type of extracurricular you could imagine. I mean, you can imagine, I was more than just a little bit jealous. However, things started to go south pretty quickly. It was small things at first, barely noticeable. A lack of concentration, a few missed absences. She started chewing her nails, the girl who previously had to have a perfect manicure. But suddenly, these absences had become more than just sporadic, the lack of concentration more than just coincidental. I tried to get her to open up to me about what was going on, but alas, to no avail. A few months later, the head teacher came into our classroom and announced that Sarah had officially withdrawn from school. You can imagine, we were all shocked. The news had literally fallen out of the sky. The next day, I decided to visit Sarah and ask her what was going on. Maybe this was all some sort of prank or a miscommunication, and things would go back to the way they used to be. Nevertheless, my optimism got the best of me. As she opened the door, her puffy, tear-striped face staring back at me, I knew that whatever had happened could not be remedied. That's when she told me her story. The story of cyberbullying. The story of how one word, 13 letters, had become the protagonist in her own life. She had become a victim in the purest, most cruel sense of the word. Now, I know what you must all be thinking. Daria, this is just one story, and we can't generalize and say that this one example makes cyberbullying a crucial problem facing all young people. But today, I just want to tell you one statistic. Just one. In the UK alone, 160,000 young people have been forced to change schools, in the majority of cases, to worse ones, because of cyberbullying. Now, this statistic... Yes, accepted?
The same effects may be caused because of traditional bullying. So how can we say that cyberbullying is a crucial problem when traditional bullying has been there for much longer and has had the same effects or even worse?
Thank you for that question. It is in fact true that cyberbullying and traditional bullying have things in common. However, cyberbullying differs because when you go home, you still have that constant message. It's 24/7. It's never ending. Traditional bullying can only occur in school when we see the bullies in person. As I previously stated, 160,000 teens have been forced to change schools because of cyberbullying. And to be fair, I find it appalling. If not, I find it awful that I'm even standing in front of you here today and arguing whether cyberbullying is a problem or not. So, I have one more plea for you today. Before you go to bed tonight, before you switch off your phone, think of Sarah. Think of what she and millions of others have gone through. Thank you.
2 years ago, my best friend was bullied at school. She was excluded, made fun of, picked on. Believe me when I say that bullying is a very serious problem that sadly many people have to go through. I was there to hold my best friend's hand while she was crying in the bathroom, hiding from my classmates. One day, it got worse. the bullies decided to make a group chat just to make fun of her. Of course, she didn't know about this, but it just made bullying worse the next day. I remember they used to send altered pictures of her, humiliating her. This destroyed her teenage life. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed judges and honorable opponents.
Point of information.
Yes.
You said this group chat destroys her. Doesn't that just prove that cyberbullying is a crucial problem considering it destroys her?
That's a very interesting question, but I'm going to answer it just now when I finish introducing myself. My name is Oriana Cledon, and I'm a student in the Lycée Français of Palma. And today, I will defend that cyberbullying is not a crucial problem facing young people. While it is essential to acknowledge the challenges that young people face online, we must consider the broader context of bullying itself. The reality is that bullying, both in person and online, is a very serious problem. However, cyberbullying is not a separate phenomenon. It overlaps with traditional bullying, making it a symptom of a much more profound problem rather than an isolated issue. Have you noticed? In this story, the deeper issue was not cyberbullying. It was another consequence of traditional bullying.
Point of information.
Yes?
Wouldn't you agree that in fact cyberbullying is similar, if not worse than cyberbullying, because the permanence of content online as well as the potential for public humiliation?
I agree that cyberbullying is a very serious problem, but right now I am arguing that cyberbullying is not an isolated issue. It overlaps with bullying. So bullying is the real crucial problem. This is the case in many cyberbullying situations. Luckily, I was there to show her what her peers were saying behind her back. I later accompanied her to the principal's office, where we denounced her classroom bullies, who had decided to take it one step further and harass her online. A study made by the Journal of Adolescent Health demonstrates the overlap between traditional bullying and cyberbullying. 28,000 adolescents from over 58 different schools were asked to fill out a form. Now, this form asked if they had previously been bullied, cyberbullied, and in which form. Now, the results are very interesting. 50% of the victims reported being victimized by physical, verbal, and cyberbullying. I'm sorry, but I have to continue on. Whereas only 4% reported being only cyberbullied. This study proves that cyberbullying is not a crucial problem facing young people. Bullying is. Cyberbullying alone occurs on very rare occasions and is more commonly associated with traditional bullying. I'm very sorry, but I have to finish. Now, this graph demonstrates that bullying is a top concern amongst US parents, with 35% of them thinking it is an extreme concern. Now, you can see that being cyberbullied isn't even mentioned. By focusing solely on cyberbullying, we risk ignoring the broader patterns of bullying that many people experience daily. As the opposing team has said and agreed on, traditional bullying, whether physical, verbal, or social, has been a critical problem for young people long before the internet. Cyberbullying is not a crucial problem facing young people. Bullying is the real profound problem. Thank you.
Sorry? Okay. Yes. You have continuously defended that cyberbullying is a crucial problem, but not the only one. However, we firmly stand by the fact that cyberbullying is not a crucial problem because it is solvable. For example, AI is helping reinforce and empower parental controls. We do not condone bullying of any form, but we do oppose the idea that cyberbullying is a critical issue for youth. Critical in the sense that it is more urgent, more serious, more dangerous of an issue than the youth are currently facing. We contend that although cyberbullying does occur, it is frequently overstated and that there are more urgent issues that need to be addressed. Cyberbullying is not an issue young people are facing today because it is solvable. Thank you.
Thank you to the opposing team for their arguments today and for this fantastic debate that Anna and Alexandra and I were lucky enough to be a part of. I would like to close off our arguments with one quote, just one. Unless and until our society sees cyberbullying for the crucial problem that it is, thousands of silent victims will continue to suffer. Eloy mentioned that there are more crucial problems. However, this is not what we are arguing. As Oriana herself said, cyberbullying is a serious problem. Crucial, as we have previously defined, means important or necessary. Therefore, she is proving our point. Moreover, the other team discussed preventative measures, like what Kenza said. However, if bullying is crucial, then so is cyberbullying, as cyberbullying is just a hybrid form of bullying. It's a red herring. This debate has become personal, for me, for Alexandra, and for Anna. Alexandra's sister, my friend Sarah. These are all examples that have affected us today. So it is impossible for any of us to stand in front of you here today and argue that cyberbullying isn't a crucial problem facing young people. This is why we strongly and undoubtedly believe that it is crucial. Thank you.
Come on, there's one of the gentlemen at the back there. Yes, sir. Oh, there we are.
Go on.
Whichever, I don't mind, whichever.
So I find that both sides did very, very, very good. And but if I was in their case, I think that our school had it a bit more complicated and I would not know how to defend it. So I think it was very good, and your side was very good as well. So congratulations.
What would you believe in? Would you say yes, cyberbullying is crucial? Or would you say, as the team have argued, it's not the most crucial problem?
I'd say it's not the most crucial, but
Not the most crucial problem.
no.
Somebody else disagree with that?
Yeah.
You're very quiet. Yes.
Both points are very difficult to defend and attack, but I believe that one was more impactful to me emotionally, so I would say that cyberbullying is a crucial problem, in my opinion. And I'm not being biased.
You're allowed to be as biased as you like now. The jury are not here. They'll consider it. One or two other comments? I mean, it's something that must have affected quite a few of you. Yes, sir.
But I think in like the grand scheme of like the world, I don't think it's a really crucial problem compared to, you know, all the other big things that are happening. But I myself have never been cyberbullied, like bad, and I could see why if you were being cyberbullied, you know, like they said it's something that hits you like 24/7. It's a digital footprint, so you know, kind of affects you in the long term more, and that's why I would say the people who have been cyberbullied would, you know, really defend that it is a really big problem. So I don't have that opinion. But yeah, as I said, the grand scheme of things, they said 4,500 deaths, which is a very, very, very small compared to like, you know, poverty and drug abuse and all that.
I've seen nods here at the front row. What do you think? Shall I? Now there's a strong point to finish it. It's time to bring in the judges. Thank you. I don't normally make any comment, but I have to say excellent debate, and both teams really did really well. It's
Hear, hear.
the best debates. First of all, is Hannah going to say a few comments first of all? Yeah, Hannah?
Well, thank you for the input. It was really fantastic debate, as Kate said. You can feel that both teams have a personal relation to the motion, and I really love
both points came across very well. Thank you.
Gail, spokesperson for the jury. Big job today.
Extremely big job. Can I first of all say a huge thank you to all of you. You were so well prepared. You had so much information and knowledge at all of your fingertips. The fact that you used rhetorical questions, the fact that there was some humour, all right, you gave us a personal sort of introduction to the topic that meant that as students you are so well aware that the topic is so crucial at this moment in time. So first of all, thank you to the audience for your participation, but you made it so that you presented information that you knew very well. Points of information, sometimes they are used a little too much, all right? There are too many points of information and that detracts from the debate, all right? So be careful about the points of information and when you intervene. None of you read from your scripts, which was brilliant. That is such a way of making sure that the audience is involved, that they're not reading. All right, so that's a big plus. You have come such a long way since I'm sure the debates began. It has been so close. We have been in there and some of your marks were identical. It is such a fine, fine line today. I don't think there have been many that have been in this close case. All right, it has been a tremendous debate this morning, and I think you would agree.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of hard work.
Yeah.
All right, this is where we come to the crucial bit. We have the winning team.
The winners.
Okay.
Drum roll.
The winning team this morning is French Lycee.
Thank you.
And this was particularly difficult, the best debate this morning. The eye contact and the non-verbal communication that many of you gave this morning was phenomenal. We knew that you were reading from a point of, you knew you've done your homework, you really knew the facts, the information, and the use of facts was brilliant. The best debater today goes to Kenza.
So much.
Well done. Thank you very much, Jen. Could we just have, as usual, a group photograph here? These are the two teams up front and the